Next up on the docket, I've got Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. Informal Talks on Zen Meditation and Practice by Shunryu Suzuki. He is a Zen master this is a compilation of talks that he gave, I believe, in California. Los Altos, California. He joined a meditation center there for periods once a week, and afterwards answered everyone's questions and tried to encourage them in their practice of Zen, help them solve problems of life. His approach is informal, and he draws examples from ordinary events and common sense. Zen is now and here, he is saying. It can be as meaningful for the West as for the East, but his fundamental teaching and practice are drawn from all centuries of Zen Buddhism, and especially from Dogen, one of most important and creative of all Zen masters. This book is about how to practice Zen as a workable discipline and religion, about posture and breathing, about the basic attitudes and understanding that make Zen practice possible, about non-duality, emptiness, and enlightenment. Here one begins to understand what Zen is really about, and most important of all, every page breathes with the joy and simplicity that make the liberated life possible. Suzuki Roshi says, "The world is its own magic, a feeling that pervades the entire book. As you read the text closely, the same statement or sequence of ideas is simultaneously simple and obvious, obscure and perplexing, and illuminating. Here indeed is a book of intense, profound, joyous reflection." I didn't pick up so much on the joyous part. That's interesting to read that actually after reading quite a bit of this book. But I would say, the part about it being perplexing and yet simple, and yet so simple. So I don't know, I think as a Westerner who has really been interested in Buddhism for over 10 years now, I still feel very much like a beginner. And so, I mean, in this book, he kind of talks about how that's a good thing to have beginner's minds, because I guess like kind of preconceived ideas about things kind of get in the way of what they really are. And so it's good to kind of approach Zen or meditation from a place of openness to whatever happens, and that kind of the natural unfolding is Zen. Let's see. Dogen Zenji said, "When you say something to someone, he may not accept it, but do not try to make him understand it intellectually. Do not argue with him. Just listen to his objections until he himself finds something wrong with them." Good advice, right? Good advice. Okay. Drawing a parallel now, connection time to boom, how to have difficult conversations. Gabor Mate says very, very similar thing about in having how to have difficult conversations. That's not the book. But in how to have different conversations is that actually, like, he says to be open, to listen, and that you can't have someone at all understand or begin to understand your point of view if they don't feel understood. So let's see. I like to go through and I like underline. Some people I think write notes in the margin. I'm not like that good, but I do underline things as I read it, and so I like to go back and see what I've underlined and then like look at a little bit of the context to that. So I'm like, because sometimes it's kind of so out of context, it's difficult to really follow what I was trying to capture. But and so I underlined another quote by Dogen Zenji, which I guess was the master for this book. It was like his Zen master that he learned from. Do not think you will necessarily be aware of your own enlightenment. Yeah, you might already be enlightened. This way is just do it, forgetting your physical and mental feeling, forgetting all about yourself and your practice. If you have some gaining idea in your practice,